Hey everybody, AM 1230 WJOB. I apologize, and so does Adriana. We are, you're going to notice this afternoon we'll be playing music the whole time as we work behind the scenes. We're putting in a new system, and you will understand and see some of those little problems like we had just now. So, but we're back. We're on video. The problem right now is we're supposed to be on YouTube, on our new YouTube channel, and we are not. We had to use the Jed TV Sports Network channel. So if you want to watch this, go to Jed TV. We're on YouTube also?
Yep.
All right. So you can watch it on WJOB 1230 on YouTube, and you can put your questions on in there if they want to, correct?
Yes.
So it took us a little while, but just so everybody understands, Jed TV Sports Network will be the app going forward, and we will be a YouTube channel. I have very little to do actually with either one, the Sports Network or with WJOB as a YouTube channel. As Adriana, if you have any questions about this transition, Adriana and Matt and Joe Cimino and Lyneth, they're all leading that charge. And then also you just would email Adriana, 2 N's, at WJOB1230.com. So let's go into the North Township Trustee Show. I do want to make a slight announcement about this also, and that this will be, I think, our 16th podcast, and will be in the near future, you'll be able to get the North Township Trustee podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Is it there yet, Adriana, or it will be shortly, correct?
This podcast?
Yeah.
It'll be there shortly.
Yeah, so give it
It'll be today.
I mean, do we already have it set up as a podcast? No. So she's got to go in and set that up. Adriana has come in with some of the basically students and said, all these shows should be podcasts so that people can find them anytime. People our age don't necessarily are going to be listening, but we might listen to them as a podcast. So now this will be another podcast. So it'll be North Township Trustee Podcast, I believe, and you'll be able to find it in a few days there. So, all right, let's start your show now. I know it's way late. Your name, sir?
I am Tavell Grant, the Communications Director for North Township.
And I am Kelly Bridges. I'm the Special Events Director for the Township and Wicker Park.
It's kind of funny because you guys come in here in the spring and you're like all ready to go, and it's like you could see it in your face and your eyes. The eyes never lie. And this has been going on. I've been doing this since the 80s with the North Township Trustee Show. And then by the end of September, you guys come in and you have a little different look in your eyes.
I'm starting to fade. I'm not going to lie.
Because now you have so many events. I mean, it's not just the Thursday events. I mean, you guys know that I go out and I do Jed golf at nighttime, and then I take my grandkid over there, and we just go and hang out. But it seems like there's music every night. It's certainly on Tuesday nights, it seems like there's not music. What is that?
So we expanded in 21, I believe it was. So originally started out as the jazz series, Jazz in the Park, because that was a genre that wasn't readily available in our area, and because it started to become so popular. And to be honest, jazz bands are not as available in this area. So we added the blues to it. So it's become the Jazz and Blues in the Park. And it's a free event. They come out, and the band's on the patio of our breezeway facility by the splash pad.
And some of them get some big crowds.
Yeah. So this year we had Kenny Kinsey and Funky Mojo as our last band, and so that one was the biggest one.
Yes, that's the one I took the kid over there to play, and I'm like, A, it's excellent music. And B, there was just people parking everywhere.
Yeah,
and I thought it was a Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Tuesday. So, like I said, we try to coordinate with what's going on in the area because Northwest Indiana has such an amazing amount of musical talent. So we decided Tuesdays was the best bet. But because they were so popular and they keep growing, we're going to add 2 more shows next year. So instead of 6, we're going to have 8. So it'll be 8 consecutive Tuesdays. And those run from 7 to 9, and they're free and it's family friendly. So it's a great opportunity for people to come out.
If you guys know, the general progression here is the Thursday night concerts. I was there on the first day, and the first kind of helped in the beginning with them, and then they actually one of the first one was the flood of 2008, right, when it rained all there.
Probably.
Yeah.
That was before my time. But
Yeah, and then it just has taken on a life of its own. So you could tell when they're having the Thursday night concert series when you drive down Wicker Park and you cannot pull in on Down Ridge Road, and it becomes a little bit of a traffic problem, but you guys have figured out how to park everybody. Sometimes you park them over on the driving range,
Right.
whatever it might be. But they have amazing attendance. And then now these Tuesday night things, I mean, literally, I'm like, oh, it'd be nice, just walk the kid over there, let him run around in there. And there are people everywhere, and that's a good thing because the park's getting used. But you two look a little bit tired. I'll be honest, and we've known each other for a long time.
Probably Kelly more than me. She's been running rapid with events every week.
So, last night we had our last cruise night. So, I mean,
Which is also
yeah.
an amazing amount. All right,
Yes.
talk about that.
So last night we do those on the fourth Wednesday of every month, June through September. And so with the weather being a little bit cooler and everybody knew it was the last one, we get cars so that they fill the parking lot in front of the social center and all the way down to the west side of the park. And we have a DJ, we have a food vendor, and we have some really amazing looking classic vehicles, and obviously people my generation I think appreciate it more than younger people. But we have regulars, and they make it on their calendar so that they want to come. They want us to extend it into October, but then the weather gets a little sketchy, so we don't. But it's really become a popular thing. We were doing that before COVID, so it just another thing that's taken a life of its own.
Now, are we part of the Halloween thing this year?
Yes, I believe you are.
I have to fill out the paperwork and give it to them. But yes, we are doing it with Kuziak Construction again this year.
So what do we do? We
just need candy. And me and the producers are going to take care of it. And this time we will be in costumes. So
Okay.
I'll be in costume. I know Matt was in a
Nice.
onesie last year because I had too many kids come up to me being like, "Where's your costume?" And I'm like, "All right, I know for next year."
All right. So if anybody wants to give us candy to give away at the North Township Trustee Halloween, what's the day? You're going to go through all
Yeah.
this. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So give it to us. I mean, Kuziak and I split the cost of it. We have to buy a ton of candy. So if you want to help out with the cause, it's always nice to have more candy and have the kids waiting to come to your truck rather than like just putting their bag out and going, that's it. So if you guys want to give us some candy, as a matter of fact, I know a couple people I'm going to hit up for some of that. The thing I want to talk before I leave, we got a little extra time. Purdue's not right behind you today.
Okay.
Is perhaps the biggest event of
It
your
is.
summer or of your season,
Yep.
since it's not summer, is this weekend, right?
Yep, it's the 26th annual Victory for Veterans Memorial Ride. So this has been going on since 1999, and it's an opportunity for people to really come together as communities, multiple communities, to support our veterans and our military. So it is Sunday, September 28th, and registration opens at 9 o'clock, and the escorted ride leaves the park at 11:30. So we have to give great thanks to all of our law enforcement departments that's coordinated by the Lake County Sheriff's Office and all the communities that the ride passes through, because it's 20.
They're going to go through that after I leave.
Yeah.
And it is, how many communities is it? Six?
Six.
I think it's six. yeah.
27-mile route.
Yeah, and Kelly and Tavel are going to go through all of that. What I want to just remind people, it's kind of hard to say this because I don't necessarily fit into this category of someone who's driving and you forgot about the ride and then you have to wait 15 minutes or longer.
Longer.
Yeah, half hour, 45 minutes or whatever to get across the road. Just understand, they're going to give you the details. That's going on Sunday. It's gotten bigger and bigger every year, and but it's all for a cause. It's Victory for Veterans. The veterans will be here tomorrow, and they'll talk about it also and what it means to them. and just have some patience. But you got to schedule around this because they close the roads. You can't get across. There's no getting across Ridge Road once they close that in Munster. There's no getting across Calumet Avenue once they close it in Dyer. You can't even go across US 30 when they do it in Maryville.
Right.
So, and people have called in over the years, oh man, I had to wait 45 minutes at US 30. I'm like, hey, listen, I have zero amount of empathy for you on this. It has been put out on the air. It's been put out on social media. And not only that, it's a great cause. And there's I don't know, a couple thousand riders. How many you got right now?
So our advance registration has never been our highest because there's people that just like to do it the
Show up,
day of.
yeah.
And so we've got enough for 2,500 riders, which could be upwards of 2,000 bikes. So the weather's supposed to be perfect. So we're
That
prepared.
actually kind of may work against somebody if they're looking to travel because and I've seen it. I've filmed it many times where I've put the ladder up, and then as they came out onto Wicker Park, but there wasn't 2,000 bikes. This was maybe 10 years when we first started filming things. It was less bikes. If there was 1,000, I'd be surprised.
When 2017 was our highest, we had 2,200 bikes that year, and that's a lot.
And it was the weather.
And it was the weather, and so anything can happen, but we always have to be prepared for more than less.
So if somebody has a bike and they want to come out and ride that day, can they get in, and what would be the process?
Yeah, so we have check-in right there at the West Gate, and they just $25 for a single rider, $40 for a couple, and they just sign the liability waiver, and pay their money, and they're in.
All right, I'm going to get out there, going to talk about that, but I just want to remind people, it's on you if you forgot and you have to wait 45 minutes for all these riders to pass.
But I did want to mention that our guest speaker is going to be Robert Rocky Rockwell from Veterans Views. He's going to be our speaker at
What
the
time
event.
is that?
Ceremony starts at 11 o'clock, and he will be speaking at the very end because he'll send off the riders after his...
So the reason that is so important, or if that sounds familiar to you, Robert Rocky Rockwell is one of the hosts of Veterans Views at 9:05 on Fridays here, and he's doing a great job with Steve Bramer and Connie Karras and Donna and some other people. They've really taken that through, and they also have a separate podcast, correct? I don't think Rocky's part of that, but is he Beyond the Uniform? And you could go to any Apple, Spotify,
I'm sure
whatever.
they're going to have him on the podcast now that he's come
Now
back
that he's
home.
back. So they do the Veterans Views as a show and a podcast. And then Connie and Bramer have a separate one called Beyond the Uniform that doesn't have anything to do with that or any of the posts. It's just their personal stuff that they have. They've built up some skills doing a show for so long. They now do a podcast. And I was listening the other day, and one of them was very heartfelt and very emotional at times. But you can go listen to that one also. But Rocky is just a good dude who had to leave his family for 11 months to go serve our country, and was very difficult, to be honest. He's been very open about it, how difficult it was to leave his young children and how difficult it was to leave his growing business. And we're honored to have him on Fridays at 9:05. We had a big party for him 2 weeks ago when he got back. So if you want to hear Rocky talk about, to a larger crowd, I'm going to have to walk the kids over to see his.
Yeah.
Not only that, just to make them even more nervous. You know how many people are there?
I know it's about 3,000.
About 3,000 people.
Yeah.
You got to talk to 3,000 people, Rocky? Too bad. Get used to it. He's got a great message, and people should, if you don't want to be part of the ride or whatever, and you just like veterans and issues, come out and see Rocky talk.
Yeah.
You
And
will
it-
not be disappointed.
And it's free admission for those that aren't participating in the ride itself. So we welcome everybody.
So go through all the details and then finish the show, and
Okay.
then Adriana and I are, after this, are going to do a little segment, just she and I. So take it away, guys. Thanks.
All right, thanks. Well, we'll finish up with the ride. We were going to talk about a couple other things first. But like we said, the 26th annual Victory for Veterans Ride is Sunday, September 28th, and it opens at 8 o'clock, or excuse me, 9 o'clock registration. You check in, it's $25 a single rider, $40 for a double rider. The escorted ride leaves the park at 11:30, which is the most information that people should remember, because as Jed was saying, the ride goes over a 27-mile route and it causes significant traffic delays. So we appreciate the community's support and patience with that. The ride leaves Wicker Park and heads west to Calumet Avenue and then south to Route 30, east back to Indiana 55, Taft, Cleveland, depending on where you're at, and then back north to Ridge Road, and then west back to on Ridge Road to the park. It takes about anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes for the entire procession to leave the park. It's escorted by all of our law enforcement departments, and again, it's headed out by Indiana State Police and the Lakes County Sheriff's Department. So we're really grateful for them to be able to coordinate all of this with all of the various law enforcement departments, and especially to Highland PD, because it impacts Highland a little bit more because of the blocking actually twice while the ride's going out there. So we're looking forward to that. We'll have food vendors, we'll have retail vendors. We are going to have Heidi Toonstra, who is a local violin instructor. She's going to have 12 of her students performing at the ceremony some patriotic medley for us, in addition to Craig Brooks, who plays the bagpipes. And then we have, like I said, Rocky Rockwell is going to deliver his message and send the riders off. So I do want to thank our sponsors for the ride, which is USW Local 71 in Whiting, USW Local 7234 in Crown Point, Kelly Law Firm, Mann & Hurst Insurance, House of Pizza, Langle's Pizza, Titans Tax Services, Corellis Roofing, have been generous with us in helping us sponsor the event. And this year we are doing something we haven't done before, and that's going to do a presentation of our donation commitment, which is $10,000 this year to Habitat for Humanity. So Pappy Day, who's commander for AMVRA Chapter 1, and AMVRA is a partner with the North Township and the Wicker Park Memorial Fund to operate the ride, had mentioned to me that there was some confusion or misinformation as far as thinking that the money was going to Habitat as a whole, where this is going to actually a veterans building project, which Habitat does commit to doing a veterans build once a year. This particular one is in the Lakes Station subdivision of Riverwalk. And so they build the house once they find a family that's going to go in it, so they design it specifically for them. But we're going to be presenting the $10,000 check to Habitat with the executive director, Dawn Michaels, and the board president, Kristen Marlowe. So we're excited to be able to do that. And then $10,000 isn't the ceiling on that. It depends on how our proceeds go this year, but we're grateful to be able to do that. Besides all the things that we do all year long for our veterans, which is our monthly coffee socials, we do our Veterans Barbecue in July, and then we do a Thanksgiving in November. So Tavel helps out with a lot of that, and as far as the marketing and advertising and the whole staff does, the whole township it participates in everything that we do. So that is going to be everybody at the park this Sunday, September 28th. We'll have our orange staff t-shirts on, so please make sure if you need anything, come out and see us. But we really appreciate all the support. Next, we're talking about, what are we talking about, Tavel?
So we have our school clothing program. It does end this upcoming Tuesday, September 30th. So it is for those who are in East Chicago, Hammond, Highland, Munster, Whiting, and Griffith. Parents and guardians of school-age children residing in North Township are eligible. If you want to fill out an application, do as soon as possible. You can do it at our Hammond location, 5947 Holman Avenue, and the East Chicago location, 2100 Broadway Avenue. And so this is for parents and guardians. Must have a valid Indiana driver's license or Indiana state ID with the current address listed, and student enrollment verification is also required for each child. And so this is something that we do annually, but it does end Tuesday, September 30th. It is our school clothing program. If you need more information about it, you can call Hammond at 219-932-2530 and our East Chicago office at 219-398-2435.
All right, next we have our North Township Veterans Roundtable, which occurs on the first Wednesday of every month. The next one is on Wednesday, October 1st. Those are comprised of leadership from different veterans dedicated organizations such as VFWs and American Legions. Honor Flight Chicago is part of that. That is at 12 noon, and it's at the Wicker Park Social Center. It's a lot of conversation and sharing and collaboration as far as the different entities, so how they can best support the veterans in the community. The Veterans Roundtable just had their Shrek and Van Til's Roundup. I had to think about it a second. So they are actually going to be doing some partnerships too with Habitat. So Habitat secures the stove and refrigerator from Whirlpool, who is committed to doing for every Habitat home. But the Roundtable is going to purchase the washer and dryer and the microwave for each of these homes. So that's something that they've committed to doing with the funds that they're raising. So again, those are on the first Wednesday of every month, this one on Wednesday, October 1st. If you have any questions about it, you're interested in participating, again, it's for veterans dedicated organizations in North Township. You can call 219-313-3934.
Awesome. Additionally, we have coming up our senior luncheon on Wednesday, October 8th. And it's going to be a great opportunity for seniors within North Township to come out. Doors open at 11 a.m., starts at 12 noon. We'll be at the Wicker Memorial Park Social Center, open to North Township residents only, ages 55 and older. ID is required. The cost is $7, and registration is required. The last day to register is September 29th. Last day to register is September 29th. You can call 219-932-2530, extension 2. That's 219-932-2530, extension 2. It's a great time, great food, great laughs, great conversation, camaraderie. We normally have a speaker or some vendor that is there. And, of course, one highlights is the bread. Everyone loves the bread. And we do have prizes as well that we raffle off. It's just a great experience.
Yeah, that bread's a hot commodity, trust me. If there's any left on the table, nobody gets it until somebody grabs it first.
Absolutely.
So the next thing that we have is this is, again, operated by the Wicker Park Memorial Fund in partnership with the North Township Trustee's Office. It's the Vets and Friends Coffee Social. So we do that on the second Tuesday of every month, and from 9 to 11, it's an open structure. So we have opportunities for veteran-dedicated organizations or those that offer any type of service that would benefit veterans as well as veterans themselves. So we invite veterans from everywhere, organizations, to come and participate. It was initially created for veterans to come out specifically, but it's also evolved into a great opportunity for networking so that those that are providing services have an opportunity to find out what other groups or other companies or other organizations are doing and how they can collaborate together. So the networking portion has been really, really a good thing, and it's developed into a coalition of sorts. So we invite others to come. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at 219-313-3934. And this was initially started with a rep from Jesse Gomez in Chicago, and now it's partnered with Xavier Garcia, who is also on our Wicker Park Memorial Fund board, and he's out of Adam Benjamin. So we do have a lot of information as far as especially the biggest, I think, question or inquiry is about how to file VA claims and get services that the VA is offering. So right now, VA services are challenging right now just because of some of the things that are going on within the system. But again, we are out there doing that for our veterans monthly at the Wicker Park Clubhouse, which is the first building as you enter the park at the West Gate. And those, again, are on the second Tuesday of every month from 9 a.m. to 11.
Awesome, awesome. Also coming up on Thursday, October 16th, is our North Township Fall Job Fair. It's going to be from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. again on Thursday, October 16th. This semi-annual event is a great opportunity for job seekers to connect with local business leaders and explore new career goals. It'll be at Wicker Park Social Center, 2215 Ridge Road, Highland, Indiana. And for updated information on your employers, you can, of course, visit our Facebook pages or you can visit our website pages as well after October 3rd. And it's just a great opportunity. We're asking that you come prepared with your resume. Oftentimes during this, some of the employers give you a chance to, be asked some questions and you give your answers right there on the spot, or you fill out an application right there on the spot. We've seen some get jobs right on the spot.
Yep.
So it's a great opportunity to come out, let someone know, even if maybe you're saying, hey, I don't need the job. You may know somebody. And so all of that information is on our social media pages where you can share the flyer and let somebody know about our fall job fair. Additionally, we talked about this earlier. It's our trunk or treat that's coming up. That'll be Saturday, October 25th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to have a DJ, decorated cars, candy, food, costume contest. It's a free event. So many families that come out to this event, so many people. And so if you also want to be a part of our participant vehicle registration, you can submit a completed registration form to info@nttO.net. Again, that's info@nttO.net. All completed forms are due by Wednesday, October 22nd. And so if you want more information, you can call 219-932-2530, extension 327. And so check-in is at 11:30. Again, the event is from 1 to 3 p.m. And we request all vehicles be decorated, and costumes are optional. And it's always cool to see some of the vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
And it's great to hear that WJLB and Kuziak, they're going to have their vehicle decorated, they said this year. But we've seen some, and even amongst us as employees, we have a little bit of competition
Right.
where we decorate our vehicle. I'm not creative enough, but, I'm all hands on deck. So whatever you need me to
You
do.
just go for the candy.
Yeah, right, exactly. But it's a great experience. It'll be at the Wicker Memorial Park Pavilion. Again, that's Saturday, October 25th, our trunk or treat from 1 to 3 p.m.
And we get about 1,000 kids.
Yes, last year it seemed like I would see the line go down. The next thing I know, maybe 5 minutes later, it's growing again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just great to see the kids. Some are playing in the park after they get their candy, seeing them in their costumes. We've seen some costumes. I was like, whoa, how did they put that together?
Some of these parents are really competitive because we do
Yes.
have a costume contest, so they really go all out.
Yeah, very creative, very competitive. Additionally, we have yoga in the park. Our last one is this Saturday, September 27th. From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is sponsored by Adrian Santos and North Township. It's free, all ages, open to the public. If you need more information, you can call Sandra Tamara at 219-718-9856. It's going to be at Wicker Park. It's just a great experience. If you missed any of them, I would say come to this last one this Saturday, September 27th. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Additionally, we have the American Red Cross. They're going to be there September 27th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, and then real quickly, just circling back to the Victory for Veterans ride this Sunday. Registration opens at 9. Escorted ride leaves at 11:30, and our band for the day is Star 69 with Mickey Montrose and Zach Qualkenbush. So I'm so sure former Mayor Michelle Qualkenbush will be in attendance. That's her son, and so Mayor of Calumet City. But we're looking forward to a great day. One last thing, casino trip on October 21st. The deadline to pay for that and register is October 13th. Call for reservations at 219-313-3934.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. This has been, can you hear me okay?
Nope.
No? All right, I have my, I get my mic off, that's why. All right, there it is. Well, anyways, I think I have mute on. Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
No, thank you all for tuning in. I'm Tavell Grant.
I'm Kelly Bridges. Thanks for joining us, and have a wonderful day.